Hi there. Welcome to the travel edition of the Small Business Coffee Break, the video series where we take a few minutes to work on your business, not just in it. It's the travel edition because I recently had the opportunity to fly to Cleveland, Ohio and spend some time with 600 other insurance agents at a sales and marketing conference. A few of them did me the favor of sitting down with me to talk to me about their experience at a conference. Today we're talking with Ashley Fitzsimmon, the Beyonce of Insurance. Why is she the Beyonce of Insurance? Because she makes this look good. She brings style and passion to everything she does. And she sat down to talk to me about why would you spend time with 600 of your competitors? So grab a cup of coffee and let's get into it. We're here at a conference together. I came a long way. You came a little bit of a shorter way, but still a long way from your home base.
Yep.
And we're here with 600 of our competitors. Why would we? Why do you spend time out of your office to come and spend time with 600 of your competitors?
Because I would disagree that we're here with 600 competitors. We're here with 600 passionate people that are all here for a reason, to all help each other build and grow and do better when they go back home. I'm not directly competing with you, and I learned so much from you. There's insurance out there for everybody. There's enough out there for the guy down the road from me, for the guy up the road from me. They're my competitors, yes, but we all go after a different market, we all target other things, and we all treat people differently. So it really depends on...
And I think that sometimes, going along exactly what you're saying, from my perspective, I gain more from having this fellowship than I do that I could possibly lose from talking to a competitor.
Exactly.
Because regardless of what our ideas are, I have another one of our attendees, Nicholas Ayers, said that there are 8 million people within 1 hour of where he lives.
Yep.
He's like, I'm happy with 1% of those. If you want the 99,
exactly.
take them.
Exactly.
And I think in business sometimes when we're looking at these relationships, we feel, well, we have to be ourselves and figure it out ourselves in our own little silos, right? Mm-hmm. And that's not the case. We're here teaching each other where we've fallen down, what hasn't worked, what has worked, trying to get better.
Exactly. We're just here to encourage each other and get better.
Would you consider that the energy at a conference, so if you're going to spend money at a conference, do you think that the energy at a conference matters?
100%. And right now I'm very low energy because of last night. But 100% the energy. Just look around the people that we have here. Ryan Anderson is like a ball of Red Bull and sugar, and you look at him and you get pumped up.
Well, and it's funny you say you're low energy because of last night. Last night was high.
That was super high energy.
And even though our energy level from a physical perspective might be low, our mental energy right now is on point.
Yeah.
I mean, we woke up in the morning ready to tackle a lot of the things that we learned and implementation back in our offices.
And I'm super pumped to get back to the office tomorrow and just try to figure out, okay, what can I take away from this? What's 2 main points that I can take away from this and try to implement? Because it's so easy to get overwhelmed here, and it's so easy to forget things that you learned because you go into the next guy's speech and you're like, oh man, I just forget everything I just learned in this one because this guy's so good. And that's why you have to take notes. And,
Well, and if you think about it, one of the things when we're thinking about the energy of a conference, sometimes the energy itself can be overwhelming. Mm-hmm. We don't have to take everything back.
Exactly.
We can just take 1, maybe 2, 3 things back, implement those, can make radical changes in the way we do business. And as long as we're focused on saying, hey, this is what we're going to do, we should be, I think that's one of the things that I've done. Last year, I attended the same conference with you, and I took back, I took back 6 things. Things changes I made in my office. I didn't know what to expect this time around, and I as I was going through it, I was like, I'm not sure what I'm taking back. But now, this morning, after all of the energy has gone, man, I know exactly where I'm going to go with this.
And I'm sure we're going to have some more great things to take back from this afternoon.
Absolutely.
With some people. And I actually wrote an article about that. It's called How to Prevent the Post-Conference Crash. I think that's what it was called.
Yeah, I remember that one.
And it's it's like I said, it's just so easy to get overwhelmed. Just do what you can do. There are so many amazing people here that are doing things that in my lifetime, and I'm okay with this, I will never do. Jeff and Una Roy, I will never. There are very few people that will ever be on their level with stuff.
As far as insurance agents are concerned, that's the top of the bar, I think.
Exactly.
And I agree. There's so much of what they're doing I'm not going to say I won't do any of it ever, but or many things that they won't do. But there's some stuff that I know that I won't. I may not have the right energy to be able to come up with the ideas that they do and are implementing. But at the same time, having learned from them, there's just so much that I can take a slight different spin on on my market. And funny thing is that the reason they shared with us was because they want us to share back.
Right.
Because they know that they may not be able to see all of the things that we saw.
Exactly.
And together we may actually, create a better product long term.
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome.
Awesome.
Well, thank you very much, Ash.
Of course, no problem.
If you'd like to get in contact with Ashley, her information is in the description below. If you're anywhere between the ages of 20 and 40, and you're tired of a job and looking for a career, I strongly suggest you spend some time on Ashley's Angle, her blog, which is in the link below also. Her blog is a millennial's perspective of the insurance industry, and I think you're going to find it quite different than what you would expect. See you next week for another cup of coffee and more questions answered.